Hey buddy, hope you're traveling well. Valley of Flowers, one of the most beautiful monsoon treks in the country, and you can do the entire trek by yourself. So it's going to take you somewhere between 7 to 8 days. Since it's a monsoon trek, the most preferred months are July and August. I've made a detailed video about how the valley changes month on month. Please watch it after watching this. Fine. Let's take that you're starting from Delhi. So there is a Jan Shadabdi which starts at 3:30 p.m. from Delhi and it reaches Haridwar by 8:39. So stay in Haridwar. And the next day you will be traveling from Haridwar to Govind Ghat. See, it's going to take you an entire day. So start as early as possible, preferably by 5:30 or 6, because if you are doing it as a budget trip, there's an Uttarakhand government bus starting at 5:30 from Haridwar bus stand. That's the only bus that goes straight to Joshimath. So take that, or there are multiple sumos, but then they all start between 5 to 6 a.m. So start as early as possible. The base camp for the Valley of Flowers trek is Govind Ghat, which is about 25 kilometers from Joshimath if you're staying in Joshimath. And in Joshimath you have two GMVN properties, the government run properties. You can stay there, and the cost is roughly around 3,000 to 3,800 for a room. And in Joshimath you have hotels starting from 500. You can stay in them as well. So instead of taking a share jeep, if you are taking your own vehicle, a sumo is likely to cost you around 8 to 9,000 to drop you in Joshimath or Govind Ghat from Haridwar. And if you are taking an Innova for an entire trip, it's going to cost you somewhere between 30 to 32,000. So the trek actually starts from Govind Ghat. So from Govind Ghat, you can take shared jeeps that will drop you in a place called Pulna. Govind Ghat is about 25 kilometers from Joshimath. Most of you would be staying in Joshimath because the bus and the shared jeeps only go to till Joshimath, and from Joshimath you get shared jeeps to Govind Ghat. But then the trek starts from Govind Ghat. It used to be a 13-kilometer trek, but then up towards the valley there is this one village called Pulna. So there is a metal road till there. So you can take another shared jeep from Govind Ghat and get dropped in Pulna. So the trek actually these days starts from Pulna, and from Pulna it's a 9-kilometer trek, and you don't have to worry about the route and everything. It's a well-marked single route. There are no diversions at all. Halfway through the trek you would get to this one village called Bayundar, and it is after Bayundar the trek gets steeper, but then you don't have to worry about water or anything. Through the entire trek route, especially in July and August, it's dotted with dabas and shops selling snacks and Maggi and water, so you don't have to worry about that at all. So by evening you will be reaching Gangaria. Gangaria is a small mule town. You have accommodations there starting from 500 all the way to 3,000, 3,500. And the next day is when you will be actually making a trip to the Valley of Flowers. See, from Gangaria the trek is 4 kilometers, and you need to get the tickets first, and the tickets hold good for 3 days. So the 4-kilometer trek is very steep, and once you cross the gates there is nothing available, no dabas, no tea shops, so get prepared for it. So you start as early as possible and come back by evening. The best part about the Valley of Flowers trek is you can club it with Hemkund Sahib, because Gangaria is the base camp for both Valley of Flowers and Hemkund Sahib. So you take the left, hike 4 kilometers, you reach the Valley of Flowers. You take right, you get to Hemkund Sahib. So day 4 you complete Valley of Flowers and get back to Gangaria, and day 5 you make a trek to Hemkund Sahib. See, from Gangaria to Valley of Flowers there are no mules, nothing. You will have to, if you cannot walk, you will have to take a palanquin. But on the other hand, for Hemkund you have a lot of options. You can take mules all the way to Hemkund Sahib, finish it and get back to Gangaria. See, if you are a seasoned hiker, you can make it from Gangaria to Hemkund and come back to Govind Ghat on the same day, but that would be pushing a bit of your limit. See, because you are talking about 4 kilometers up to Hemkund and then another 4, that makes 8, and then another 9. If you can hike 17 kilometers in a single day, you can complete everything in a day and get back to Govind Ghat. And when you're doing the Valley of Flowers trip, if you make just one day, one extra day, what you can do is from Govind Ghat, you can go to Badrinath, get to the temple and get back. So you would have watched the video how crazy Badrinath is in summer. But if you can reach Badrinath in August, there is no one there. You can just walk into the temple, have a darshan and get back. And once you are in Govind Ghat or Joshimath, it takes another day to get back to Haridwar, and then you can proceed back home. I've got individual videos for Gangaria, Govind Ghat and the Valley of Flowers and even Hemkund Sahib. So I've put it in a playlist. Please watch it when you have time. So that's it for the guide. And if it's the first time, I guess I've earned your subscription with this one. See you with another video. Until then, travel more, travel safe. See you, buddy.